Hi everyone and welcome to the Code Clarity podcast. I'm Rena.
And I'm Jean, and today, Rena, I want to talk to you about an utter garbage article that was in The Guardian.
That's not very polite, Jean.
Well, I'm only quoting, Rena, from the case report. So the complaint was that there was an article in The Guardian by SOBI, and it was utter garbage. That was the complaint. That was an utter garbage. The complainant obviously felt quite strongly about this. They were anonymous and they were non-contactable, so they couldn't follow up. But part of the complaint was, and this is in the case report, that the title was utter rubbish. And the title was Taking Steps to Support People with Haemophilia Live a Life Without Compromise. That without compromise was a ludicrous claim. It was just commercial spin that the around the houses approach of pharma companies to promotion really must be stopped, and that the director of the PMCPA really needed to clean up this type of media hype from pharma. So someone really was not happy with this article at all.
Interesting. And do you know what? There's a big message here. Sometimes you can do things that don't breach the code, but another strategy entirely is trying to avoid getting a complaint in the first place. I mean, this person is offended enough to put pen to paper, and actually write to the PMCPA about garbage and ludicrous. So what was the intention behind the article? Was it like disease awareness, was it, by SOBI?
No, they've said it was a corporate piece that was designed to raise awareness of SOBI's interest in this area and how they supported patient organisations, etc., with collaborative working and sponsorships and grants. I mean, we could have a whole conversation about collaborative working and patient organisations, but let's park that one for another day. But what I find most interesting is, as you said, there was no breaches to this. The panel didn't find any breaches. And this is where the panel isn't an investigative body. They can only look at what was complained about. And obviously the complainant felt quite passionate about this, but what they raised as complaints weren't really specific or exact enough for the panel to act on. So one of the complaints, the panel said that they couldn't see that there was a case to answer, and the other ones, SOBI were able to answer. The panel did make the comment that they did have some concerns about the article, but those concerns weren't part of the complaint, so they couldn't rule on them. And we can't actually see what this article is, although it was online on The Guardian. Interestingly, someone within SOBI in the compliance team actually, when it was first published, on the day it was published, they arranged for it to be taken down that day. So that would suggest to me that they also had some concerns about the content of the article. But of course, we don't know what those concerns were or what that said, because it's not something that we can see. But certainly the general kind of bigger complaints of the title being rubbish and they couldn't say this, and calling themselves a small company wasn't enough to say it was a unique position, all of those were found to be no breaches.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you, Jean.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.